Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Aaron. Welcome back to another video. Been a while, I know it has. I haven't really sat down and recorded, and a lot of the content that was recently, well, I say recently, it's been a while, was pre-recorded anyway. But yeah, I haven't really made the time just to be able to record and make videos. Apologies for that, but just in the mood to make one. So in the background, I probably just got the Black Ops 7 Season 3 trailer. And I'll be honest, sort of where I'm at the moment, still gaming to a degree. I got really into Pocopia, really good game. I didn't know what to think about it when it first got announced, but you know what, I'm obsessed. I see announced that Black Ops 7's going to be transitioning into Season 3, and I'll be honest, like, I did buy the Season Pass just because I left over COD points, and I think that was the last time I played it. It's just so weird to see, if I'm honest. I still think it looks cool. It still looks like a good game. Just where I am with it, like, I just can't be bothered to give it a chance. It's not necessarily Call of Duty's fault. I do think that they were lacking content in my eyes, especially if I just want to play zombies. I see these trailers and I'm thinking, oh yeah, it looks brilliant. But it's like a cool trailer, but then it's like, when a game feels like a chore to play, it just doesn't seem worth playing. I haven't set foot in Season 2 Reloaded. I really need to give Paradox Junction a try. And every time like I've thought about playing it, it just felt like a chore, which is a shame really. And I feel like that's also why it sort of affected my sort of content mindset. Like, looking at this trailer made me go, wow, like there's actually some cool content coming out, but I'm only interested in like 10%, and that was the fact that there's a new map coming in Season 3 Reloaded, and I haven't even played the Season 2 one. I understand it's Nuketown and it's a remake to a degree, but yeah, when it feels like a chore, you just can't be bothered. And again, I'm only interested in very little amount of content. Mainly the new guns, new weapons, I guess that's fair to say, and the zombies content. But it's just where I was at the start of the game, I don't have that excitement about it anymore. Which is sort of why I wanted to do like a sort of Call of Duty recap section and sort of go through the games, dissect them, dissect the maps. Because I do think even some of the new Call of Duties have some cool concepts and maps, but I can't be bothered. It's like the gameplay. I can't be bothered. It's a shame really. I think I needed a break, and I know that sounds weird because I've only really started making content again as of this year, but back to back games was just such a silly idea. Because it's a Black Ops title, I'm a bit like, why am I complaining? But if this was released maybe this year or the year afterwards, maybe I'd still sort of have that excitement. But I tell you why it does feel like a chore for me, and it was mainly down to zombies supposedly having a super Easter egg, which it seems like they was always going to do, and then something happens and they cut it. Black Ops 4 was meant to have one. Game did perform that well. They cut it. In my eyes, Black Ops 6 did perform. When I think about the maps, Terminus was a good map. Liberty Falls was overhated at first, and then I think people probably played it more than Terminus. Citadel Day more. It was sort of interesting at the start. I think loads of people were really excited about it, but there was a few steps in the Easter egg that just really put me off, and that's probably why I didn't play it that much. And so that's probably a map that I'll be exploring in years to come. And then it was a Tomb, wasn't it? Tomb was okay in my eyes. It's a bit like what they're doing with Nuketown really. Release a small map, get a bit of content out of it for a little while. Once I got the hang of it, I did actually enjoy the Tomb. Shattered Veil, I was a big Shattered Veil fan, really liked the map, would go play it. The Easter egg, very replayable. And then The Reckoning, I was thinking it was called Janus Towers because it always got briefed to be Janus Towers, and yeah, they changed it to The Reckoning. Again, really enjoyed that, really replayable Easter egg, 2 different boss fights, that's cool. Finished the series, I made sure I did all the Easter eggs, and I was actually sort of hooked into the fact that I'd done every Easter egg and got the early completion for it. And then it didn't matter. There was nothing to celebrate it. And now what happens? Black Ops 7. Oh yeah, we're going to link the progression. Okay. So I made sure that I went through Black Ops 6 doing all the early completions. Even if some of the Easter eggs were a bit of a struggle to do. I thought the Tomb was at first. And again, I didn't really like Citadel Day more. But I did that, I got nothing for it. And now it's been the case that we got Black Ops 7, Ashes of the Damned. Honestly, that was such a pain at first. I remember there sort of being like a gatekeeper community of people that managed to beat the Easter egg pre-patch, which I actually did. It took me absolutely ages. It might be a bit easier now if they had it still unpatched, excluding curse mode, because you've sort of got your abilities and all that sort of thing now. But yeah, I managed to do that, managed to get the early completion, pre-patch. Astra Malorum, very exciting when that came out. Everyone couldn't believe that we were getting a new map so soon. I still enjoyed it, it's still pretty cool concept. Really liked how we went to Mars. Awesome. I do quite like the idea of the survival maps as well. That's still pretty cool. I'm glad they do that. But in my eyes, it's not necessarily enough content. It's a bit like when they released Transit on Black Ops 2, and then they go, oh, let's divide all the sections up and we'll release them every 2 months or so. Like Ashwood is releasing a survival map, and that's been available since the very start of the game, but that's their new content. And now I'm seeing this new map. I can't remember what it's called. Totenreich. And now I'm in the position like, yeah, I need to go on and do paradox junction. It's just become a chore, isn't it, really? It's like being assigned homework. The only thing that I've sort of been passionate about gaming at the moment was Pokopia. And that's because it's like Animal Crossing, Minecraft, and Pokemon all in one. And I'm just playing that on Switch. Maybe it's just my job that I do. I sit behind a desk too often, and it's like trying to get another task. I feel like it's sort of learning the map just to be given filler content. And I know I've seen gameplay, I've watched live streams, and people do say that Paradox Junction is a good map, but at the end of the day, it's very filler. I think I'm going to sit down tonight and I'll play it, see if I get it completed. That'll be fun. Probably will be fun, to be honest. But I've had to give myself a pep talk just to feel like, go on, play the game. And that probably says a lot about my character. But if I'm honest, it just feels like the life cycle of Call of Duty at the moment, because I hear so much negativity about it, and it just makes you think at the end of the day, I really cannot be bothered. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you enjoyed my rant. I'm glad I managed to make a video. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully I see you all soon. Hopefully I sort of get back into the swing of things. And yeah, take care all. Sweet.